digan tu amiga, ya yo me enteré. Se nota cuando me ve, ahí donde no has llegado.
What is up, you guys? We're back with another video, and yes, I know it's been like 3 weeks since I have been back, but I am back better than ever. Honestly, like, I've been so busy with my personal life, orders, everything, but we're back for sure. I am so excited to be back, but let's just get right into it. So you already know, if you watch my videos, this is the first step I always do. I push back my the cuticle pushers with a plastic, well, it's not plastic, it's wooden cuticle pusher. And you already know I use this because if we use the metal one, we're gonna have to sanitize. So for me personally, I just love to just throw away everything that I use after each client. I like to keep organized, you know. So yeah, this little wooden cuticle pusher will get thrown away after I have pushed them back. So then I'm gonna be going in with my sanding band at its lowest speed, and I'm gonna be taking off that dead skin, the natural oils from her nails and all of that, so we can prep this nails ready to put acrylic. And yeah, so you're gonna see me do that for all her nails. I'm gonna be dusting off her nails, and I want to make sure I get as much dust as I can off, because dust will make your nails lift. So when you are taking off dust, make sure you take off all of it, if not most of it. So yeah, just make sure you do that. Okay. So now I'm gonna be applying the nail tips, and the nail tips I'm using are the extra long nail tips from Jamaica Bars, and I love these nail tips. Oh my god, I kid you not, my best nail tips that I've ever used. So easy to cut, to shape, everything. Like, if you have not tried these nail tips, bitch, I cannot, like, best nail tips ever. But yeah, so the way I apply my nail tips, you already know I have to make sure that the fake nail is touching both borders of my client's nail. And once that's done, I love to always apply nail to the actual nail instead of on the nail tip, because I know a lot of people like to apply it on the actual nail tip, but for me personally, I love to apply it on my client's nail and then apply the nail tip. So yeah, I feel like this, it's a little less messier. I don't know, that's what I feel like. But if you do it the way you do it, then girl, do your thing. But okay, so yeah, now I'm gonna be applying them on each nail, and I always like to apply glue on top of the glue. So you can see I apply the glue on her nails, then I apply the nail tip, and then I apply the glue again. And again, I do this because I want to get as much air bubbles as I can. Okay, that will prevent you from the nails to lift too, or to like pop off. So yes, we need to get all those air bubbles as we can. So for the pinky, you can kind of tell that I had to cut down the nail on the sides, just because it was a little too big and I didn't want to waste a nail tip. So since it was too big, I just cut down the sides with my straight-end scissors. And yeah, that's what I did for this part. Look how cute at the end, like when I put all the nail tips, like, sheesh, they look so good. Now I'm going to be cutting the nails to the desired length, and I always cut down the pinky, and from there I'll just let my clients see the length, and if they like it, then I will proceed to cut the rest of them. I always eyeball it first, like the first time, and then when I cut them when I cut down the nails, I measure them with the pinky and so on and so forth. It's a little tricky, but my tip is always, if you can, like, have it to be the same length, but if not, always have it to be a little longer than shorter, because if you have it shorter and you file too much, like, it's gonna look a little weird because one is shorter. So like I said, I preferably would want to be something that's longer than shorter. Hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to be going in with my straight end scissors. It's really, really important that you have straight end scissors, especially for a tapered square look, because it's always straight lines. So yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be grabbing my straight end scissors and I'm just going to be cutting the little sides of the nails just to make my file work a little easier. So then I'm gonna do that to all of the nails. And again, I always try to cut as much plastic as I can, because when it comes to filing, I won't have to file as much and it will take time. So yeah, I would rather cut off the plastic than file it. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be taking my 8085 grit and I'm just going to be shaping that nail tip, making sure that those lines are really, really straight and sharp. When it comes to my shaping, I love my lines to be really sharp. Like I say, like, I need my lines to be sharp as heck and straight as heck. I feel like if you have your shape like down, like, you have everything, like, you got everything. So yes, make sure your shape is A1. Like, I cannot, like, your shape needs to be good, sis. That's all I gotta say. So my tip for this is, again, I always like to make sure, how I know my line is straight is when I apply the file and it's like touching both ends of my nail tip, the fake one, and my client's nails, and you can see me holding like the side of the fake nail just so that it doesn't hurt your client. So it's really important you don't hurt your client, so make sure you always have as much support on the nails. So now I'm going to be going with my nail drill that I got from Amazon, and I love this drill. I probably said this in my previous videos, but I love this drill. It's literally cordless, like, it's electronic, so I literally have to just charge it and that's it. Like, I hate having so many cords around me. So this nail drill, like, oof, I can take it literally anywhere with me, and that's why I love it so much. But yeah, so for this step, I'm just gonna be taking off the fake line that you see on the fake nail, and we're just gonna be going around the cuticle area one more time just so we can get as much dead skin as we can, and we're gonna be pushing down on the tip just so we can get that straight line. Like, I cannot, like, I keep telling you, like, I cannot, because, like, I cannot explain this as much, like, as I can to get it to your guys' head that we want those straight lines. If you don't do this, you need to start pushing that tip with your drill, and I promise you, your nail drill life will change. But yeah, you guys, that's my tip. Make sure you always push down on the tip with your nail drill to make that line straight. So now I'm just going to be applying my dehydrator and primer, and you already know I'm going to sing this to you. Dehydrator, then primer. Dehydrator, then primer. Don't forget, dehydrator always goes first, then primer. And try not to put a lot because a lot can make kind of like irritate your client's skin. So yeah, the one that I use is Mia's Secret. So here's the acrylic part, and honestly, I loved these nails. Like, oh, they looked so pretty. Originally, the picture she sent me was pink, but her stone's color was purple, and it was her birthday nails, so she wanted to do purple. I was like, hell yeah, sis, let's do it. So okay, for the ring finger, she wanted little decals of hearts. So these are little hearts that I don't know exactly or why or how I got them. You know those supplies that you're like, oh my god, like how, where did they come from? I don't know where they came from, but I just know I had purple hearts, and I was like, hell yes, sis, I got you. So for me, when I put the decals or like anything that goes inside the acrylic, I like to do a small layer of clear acrylic first, and you can see me do that, and then I like to apply the decal. So I want to make sure that the lower layer oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, I want to make sure that the lower layer is like not dry, because if it's dry, obviously the decals will not stick. So make sure that the lower layer, it is enough for it to have, obviously not too runny, because if it's too runny, like it's just gonna slip and slide. Oh my god, do you guys remember that basis song? Okay, anyways, so yeah, you want it to be like at a perfect ratio, enough acrylic and enough enough liquid and acrylic. So yeah. Okay, so once you have that layer, you're gonna go ahead and start applying your decals. My decals always get attached to like my brush once it's wet a little bit with monomer. So yeah, that's how I stick my decals. So for the ring finger, she wanted it a whole nail to be pixie crystals, and for that color I decided to use the light purple color from Valentino. I'm not exactly sure what the color is called, but yeah. So I always like to work around like where the fake nail and the natural nail connect. So that's my first bead, and from there I like to work myself down and then upward, if that makes any sense. So the last part that I always touch is the cuticle area. For the middle finger, she wanted ombre, so we did a dark purple and light purple ombre. So first I began with my dark purple at the tip, and I like to bring my ombres closer to like where the fake nail and the natural nail touch. So that's to where I bring it up, and then I apply, obviously when I apply the acrylic, like the first color, it's not too thick because we are gonna be applying like 3 layers of acrylic, so you want to make sure it's not too thick, you know. So for me with my ombres, once I applied the dark color, I'm gonna be applying the color I'm gonna be blending with right on top of that line, and slowly start to drag that down, blending it in. And I honestly, like, I feel like they weren't really blending together, so you can kind of see at the end, towards the end, I added a little bit, like tiny little bit of the dark purple, and I blended it in there, and I loved how that looked. So that looked a lot better. But yeah, these two colors were a little hard to blend, but I managed to blend them together with that dark purple, adding it on top of the like purple, if that makes any sense. You can kind of see me do it at the end before I'm done with the ombre. For this video's question is going to be, what is your favorite favorite flower? Yes, what is your favorite flower? So for the pointer finger, she wanted a marbly look. So the way that I do my marbles is I always like to go in with the color that I'm gonna use, and I like to have it like really wet, but not to the point where it's like dripping. So I liked it for it to be wet, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the design. I feel like this is one of the easiest designs to do. So yes, practice it. If you feel like you're not getting it right, try to do it with a little bit of acrylic, but you know, more monomer that you need in order for it to blend it. And I also like to do lines with the acrylic, if that makes any sense. And I like to do not like straight lines, but like kind of curvy and at an angle lines. And she also wanted gold flakes in there, so I used my gold flakes from my nail supply store. And this was the first time I've tried them, and bitch, I love them. I've tried all type of foils, and one time I tried foils that like the gold like kind of like took off the color. I don't know if that makes sense, like it took off the color. And these, bitch, oh my god, I love them because they're not so messy to work with either. Like if you have not tried these, oof, you need to try them, bitch. Really cute. And the way I applied them is I just followed them next to the lines of the marble look. So it looks so cute. For the thumb, she wanted the light purple whole nail, like one color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Super easy working with one color. Like honestly, like it's a love and hate relationship with me and Valentino's acrylics. Like sometimes I can see like kind of like marbly, like marble little things. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like nail techs, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like sometimes the acrylics like have these marbly type of thing, looks thing, and this color from Valentino does that sometimes with me. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, like there's two different colors, but it's one color. I don't know how to explain it. I'm probably confusing you, so sorry. Bye. Oh my god. Okay, so lastly, using my clear acrylic powder from Janega Bars, I'm going to be encapsulating the pinky, the ombre, and the marbly nail. So it's going to be the middle finger and the pointer finger. And I love to always encapsulate. You already know, because if you don't encapsulate and you file, you're gonna file off your design, and you don't want to do that. So yes, always encapsulate, especially if there is a design in your nail. For the ring finger and the thumb, I don't really encapsulate. You don't really have to unless you really want to, but I personally don't want to do it, just because it takes even more time to do so. So yes, I personally don't do it, but again, it's your choice if you want to, but I don't do it because it takes off more time, and it's just, it's really, you don't really need it. But so yeah, so once I've done that, I'm gonna file. But yeah, so that's how I basically do my artwork. And yeah, I love it, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys see how I encapsulate, and yeah. So here I am filing her nails, and look at the acrylic work. Like before I file, sis, woo! Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I don't know if I've said this in my previous videos, but in order for me to have like the shape and everything still like be perfect before I file, when I am applying the acrylic, I always swipe down on the sides of the nails when I'm applying the acrylic, so that we can have the same shape that we have. So when it comes to filing, we don't have to shape as much because we cleaned those sides when we were applying the acrylic. Yes, bitch, make sure you clean the sides of your nails when you're applying the acrylic, okay? So when you're filing, you don't have to do so much work. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be filing the sides of the nails for each one of her 10 fingers. And we're gonna be using a 80/80 file grit. I'm so annoying. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. If you watch my videos, like, oh my god, thank you, because I know I'm so annoying and too much. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. When I'm filing with the file, I only file the sides, not the top, because this file will leave so many lines that it's gonna be a little hard to get rid of. So yeah, I don't use my file to file the top of my nails. Using my drill with my sanding pan, I'm gonna go around the cuticle area, making sure there's no acrylic touching her skin. And we're gonna be filing the sides, the top, smoothing that acrylic out, and we're gonna be again pushing on that tip. Make sure you do this because you want to have really sharp shapes, okay, and straight lines, sharp and straight lines. And when we are filing with when we are drilling with our drill, we want to make sure that when we are drilling, we take off as much of the little plastic that we can off. Like, I know it probably doesn't make sense. I'll probably do a separate video of that. But like when I used to get my nails done, I would hate when I would have like plastic under my nails, or like dust or anything like that. So make sure you try to get all of that off. So yeah, make sure you get all up in there, sis. So the last thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be buffing out the nail with my pink buffers. These are available on janegabars.com. Super oof, I love these so much. So yeah, after I have filed her nails, I'm gonna be throwing away my buffer and my file in the trash right in front of my client, just so that they can see that everything I use is new on them, or like on my next client. So yes, make sure you throw all those away, sis. Do not reuse them on anybody else, on no client, on yourself, and nothing. And the sanding pan too from my drill, I throw all of that away. So here we go with the fun part, adding the rhinestones, pixie crystals, and all of the above. Okay, so for her, she wanted the pixie on her ring fingers, so that's what I did. So for that, I used the top coat. You can use anything, like literally you can use anything, whatever works for you. And what works for me is the top coat. So I'm gonna be applying the top coat on her wherever she wants the pixie dust, not the pixie dust, oh my god, the pixie crystals. And so first I'm gonna add the top coat, and then I'm gonna be using this glue. And stay tuned because this glue will be available on my website soon. It's for the rhinestones, and I like when the rhinestones are separated with the pixie crystals. So you're gonna see me apply the crystals, and I'm not gonna cure any of this yet until I have the crystals on. So once I have put the crystals where I want, I'm gonna apply the pixie crystals. And I love this because it's not messy. Like the little tube thing that it comes with, like it's not messy at all. And these pixie crystals are available on my website. Actually, unfortunately, I think I am sold out, but look at how cute they will look at the end. You will see. So once I applied that, I'm gonna cure her nails. And once we cured her nails, I'm gonna be applying, actually, I did cure her nails first, just because like sometimes your clients can have like the tendency to move their hands around. So and in order for them not to mess up that finger, I go ahead and make her cure that finger before she does anything else. So once she cured it, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Swarovski crystals on her thumb. I want her to blink out, so I did add Swarovski crystals to her thumb. And that's basically the look of the nails, you guys. After I had applied the crystals, I added my top coat, and the top coat that I'm using is the Intense top coat. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, I got it from Amazon, and honestly, hands down, one of my favorite top coats. I've tried Valentino's, I didn't like it. I mean, it's cool, but I didn't like it. I've tried this brand called SoCal Nails, and I did not like it. The top coat that I've loved so far is this one right here. It's the Intense top coat. I love it, love it, love it. And I just wanted to say, you guys, before the end of the video, thank you so much. Like, you guys, if you watch my videos and you guys have purchased from my supply store, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like, I cannot kid you guys enough. Thank you for keeping me busy. That's one of the reasons why I have not posted for the past 3 weeks, because I've been doing orders. But like I said, I am back, and thank you so much for your support, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, everything. Like, I really appreciate it. We are at 5K on Instagram, like halfway through 10K. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Like, bitch, oh my god. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you do for me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys. I posted a TikTok and the final look. Okay, bye till my next video, bitch.
Pull up in my hood, best dressed. Next thing, upgrade, who's next? Rich boy, got him on deck. Good boy, tell that nigga fetch. I put my new man on a leash. Traded in my old nigga, he was just a lease.